Good afternoon to you, Nick.
Hi, good afternoon.
Well, it is such a pleasure to chat with you here. I cannot begin to tell you, and I guess all of you guys who are affiliated with Ancient Aliens, I don't care what the rest of the people say, I am your number one fan. Me, right here.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I center my evening around the show. It's like, don't call me, don't ask me to go out. I have to watch Ancient Aliens first. That's how dedicated I am.
Right, and of course there's a whole bunch of new episodes coming up.
Excellent. Okay, so when do the new episodes start?
I think the first one is actually this Friday, so it's going to tie in with AlienCon, and I think there's even a watch party.
Oh my goodness, I've been traveling, so I'm kind of out of sync there, but I'll get back in gear. So speaking of AlienCon, AlienCon is going on, as is in progress. And so for the unfortunate people such as me who are not there, what can we expect for this year?
Well, this is 3 days of fascinating information about UFOs, ancient civilizations, modern mysteries, everything thrown together. It's fascinating, but it's also fun. This is a coming together of people. It's like a community bound together by their love of the TV show Ancient Aliens, which inspired these AlienCon conferences, but also just, I think, people's desire to know the truth about not just UFOs, but other mysteries. And in fact, that's another thing about AlienCon. We've actually got the cast of A&E's Ghost Hunters there for the first time. So lots of different mysteries.
Absolutely, between the aliens and the ghosts. Oh my gosh, Halloween is early this year, isn't it?
It is, and there really is something for everyone. This is a subject where there's such a broad range of topics. Some people are interested in ancient Egypt, some in the mysteries of what might be going on down under the ice of Antarctica, the secret space program, all these stories we have in the mainstream media at the moment about the US Navy, the UFO sightings, congressional interest, all of that is going to be covered at AlienCon. There is 120, and actually over 120 hours of panels, discussions, covering all of this, and also an opportunity for everyone to meet their favorite contributors from Ancient Aliens, get group photos, autographs. I mean, it really is. If UFOs, ancient mysteries, ghosts, if that's your thing, you should come to AlienCon.
It's so my thing. It is so my thing. I'll tell you what I really especially love about the show is I'm a big buff of ancient Egypt. Anything about ancient Egypt, and you guys do such a great job of presenting information in monuments and digs I've never even heard of, and I just love it. So do you have an idea of what some of the shows in the new season will cover topic-wise, or what?
Well, I think there is going to be, obviously, the usual looking at ancient mysteries and asking those great what-if questions. You know, what if any of this had an extraterrestrial connection? But some of the other episodes are going to dip into things, new areas that people may not be so familiar with. So I think there is an episode, for example, coming up about Italy. And that's what Ancient Aliens sometimes, I think, does best. They still cover all the things like Egypt and all the classic ancient sites, but then they'll dip into another country and take you to some unexpected places. And the other thing is, obviously, although people talk about ancient aliens, there's no getting away from what's going on in the news at the moment with these Navy UFO sightings. So there are going to be, some of the episodes are going to look at that more modern aspect of it too. We just had, for example, this whole Let's Storm Area 51 business. So they're going to be taking a look at why that became such a powerful internet meme, what actually happened there, what people think might be hidden at Area 51.
Now, as you said, Area 51, the whole event recently took place. We're in Las Vegas. I understand you were there. What was your spin about the whole event?
Oh, I was there. I spent 3 days up there. I interviewed a whole bunch of different people, event organizers, speakers and experts, local cops, people in the local community, and it was fascinating. This was like being in at the very beginning of something which could really grow and become a big thing. People talk about Burning Man, and people talk about how these big festivals in their first year, they start, with just an idea, and there were probably, depending on who you ask, somewhere between 3,000, 5,000, maybe even 10,000 people up there at various different sites, all brought together by curiosity about what might be hidden at Area 51, maybe some frustration at perceived government secrecy on it, and just their desire to find out the answer to, after all, what is one of the biggest and most profound questions we can ask. Are we alone or not? Are we being visited?
Now, as everyone who follows the show and your career, you're a well-known author and commentator, expert. You, for the British government, you were an investigator of UFOs, just an all-around expert on all of this. What, in your opinion, what is the biggest evidence that you think to just debunk there's no such thing as UFOs? What's some really solid evidence that you think that people should believe there really is life beyond just us?
Well, I think a few things come to mind. Firstly, those 3 videos that we've seen of U.S. Navy jets chasing UFOs. People say seeing is believing. And I think when you look at those videos and when you hear the pilots talking to each other as they're chasing these things, suddenly we're not dealing with just stories and hearsay anymore. We've actually got these videos declassified and released by the Pentagon, and they're out there. And we know that there are a whole bunch of these other videos. We have, in parallel with the videos now, the pilots and the radar operators speaking out on the record saying, yes, this is real, this is happening in our skies now. And one of the pilots came up with a great quote. He said, I don't know what it is, but I sure as heck want to fly one.
They seem to be lightning fast. Whatever these things are, they're flying. Well, have you ever seen a UFO or anything strange from outer space in your lifetime?
Well, that's the funny thing. I haven't. It seems ironic that having investigated this for the British government and having probably interviewed hundreds, probably thousands of people, I've never seen a UFO myself. I've seen the odd strange light in the sky. I think that's a different thing. When I look at some of the episodes of Ancient Aliens, for example, when I hear some of the people talking at AlienCon, and not just the speakers, but when the audience too get their chance to share their stories and experience, I sometimes hear real encounters which sound as if people could literally reach out and touch something. So I've never seen anything like that. I mean, I've had people say to me, Nick, this thing was so low in the sky, if I'd have thrown a rock up, I would have hit the underside of it. And, of course, when I hear something like that, I envy those people. I really do.
Well, I agree with you. I have never seen one myself, and I don't know why. Why can't why can't we see our own personal UFO experiences? I've seen ghosts, but not the UFOs, not yet. But there's time for us. I think there's still time. I really do.
Absolutely. And with all of this, one of my favorite sayings is that the skeptics have to be right every day, but the believers only need to be right once.
That's it. That's so it. Well, I have a last question. This is my personal question about crop circles. I am so fascinated by crop circles. They are so beautiful. This is what I want to know, Nick, and I'm tired of the internet just taking me all over the place and not giving me the right answer. these crop circles, I mean, the ones that are so intricately done, you cannot tell me that two old guys with a wooden piece of wood and a rope are doing this. No, I just don't believe it. Okay, these crop circles, the really, really intricate ones, how long do they stay fresh looking like that? Do they just grow up again? Or what happens? And how long does it take for them to grow up back to normal, the earth and the ground and such?
Well, what happens is that these beautiful formations appear all over the world, but still mainly in southern England. And they usually happen at the height of the summer. And then the sad news is that, of course, what happens is really a few weeks afterwards, the farmers will harvest those crops. So they will just drive over them with a combine harvester or whatever, and it will be gone, which is why it's so important to document all these formations, particularly if, as some believe, some of these complex patterns maybe have mathematical and geometric information encoded into them. I mean, some people literally think this is maybe a message, but that's the answer to that question, and it's a little bit of a sad one.
Well, so this is how it usually goes. You're out there, you're outside today, you go to bed tonight, and the next day, the next morning, there are these beautiful crop circles. Is that usually how it happens?
Yes, in fact, some people with some of the really huge, intricate patterns, I've heard witnesses say that they had been driving down a particular road and there had been nothing there, and then literally maybe 30 minutes later, this thing has appeared as if from nowhere. So it's a real mystery, and there's an interesting link. Some people think there's a connection between crop circles and some of these ancient Neolithic and megalithic stone circles. And without wanting to give too much away, I think there's going to be an upcoming episode of Ancient Aliens that's going to look into some of those stone formations. So all these mysteries could be interconnected, and that's, I think, what makes this so fascinating.
Absolutely, definitely so fascinating. I mean, the episodes that you guys have done on Göbekli Tepe and all of the different diagrams and shapes of the monoliths. I mean, it's just fascinating stuff. Oh, man, I just love it. I just love it. I guess you can say, yeah, I think you love it a little bit too much. But anyway, I can say Ancient Aliens is my boo thang show. They just put it like that.
Well, it's an absolute classic, and obviously your chance to come and meet a lot of the contributors is at AlienCon. A heck of a lot of us are going to be there, and we really look forward to meeting and mingling with people, doing photos, autographs, sharing stories, experiences. It's just such an interesting time for this subject right now.
It really is. And finally, how can people tweet to you, email you, all of that? Where do they need to find you?
Well, my personal website is nickpope.net, and that has information about my social media. But the AlienCon.com, so the AlienCon.com has all the information about the convention, and that's got social media there, and there are still tickets, so come on down.
Okay, absolutely will. And we will stay in touch with you. You know, I'll be watching. So, Nick, thank you so much. This has been such a thrill for me. Just such a delight. And thank you again for your time. I know you're extremely busy being in the middle of AlienCon. But again, thank you so much.
Well, it's been great talking to you. And it really is a fabulous festival. Everyone is having a lot of fun.
I believe it. So, okay, we'll see you on Ancient Aliens with the rest of the gang.
I'll see you there.
Okay, then. Bye-bye.
Bye now.